Hey guys, welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. I'm Alex Whiteley, and today I'm joined with James.
Hello everyone, hi.
I know since we brought you on as a photographer, it's the first time you've been on the show as a biscuiteer.
This is my first shoot.
Your maiden voyage.
and to be honest with you, I met you outside, because we're at the musical at the moment, met you outside. I wasn't entirely sure how much equipment you would be bringing, and you've just turned up with like a bag and a microphone.
I'm getting used to this now. I have two different modes. I have full on. We're gonna like set up on tables and sit around and make a nuisance of ourselves. I have my speedy reporter mode, and that's what I'm in today. So I've got the Zoom H6 and a little microphone. And today, we're at the museum, and we're going to be covering. They're just setting up now. We're not going to be quite covering it, but we want to sort of speak to some of the artists that are taking part in the Drawn Illustrators Fair at the museum, because we want to remind people that these artists are still here in Shrewsbury. They are fabulous, and they need to eat to survive. So that's what this whole fair is here designed to do. I think it's going to be an opportunity for people to come and have a flick through people's artwork and buy stuff and support their local artists. It's going to be fun.
It should be, and so it starts tomorrow, does it?
It starts tomorrow. Obviously, this is going to go after the fact, so we're going to speak to the artists as they're setting up. I mean, it'd be nice to get an afterthought of how it went and stuff. I've just seen Tat FB. Whenever anything with drawing and illustration is involved, Tat's there. They're going to be putting some stuff up for the kids as well. So Charlie Adlard's giving out some zombie pictures, I think they heard. And Cherie as well. Cherie's here, who I've never spoken to before on the Biscuit, but I'm looking forward to making new friends today. It's going to be good. Yeah.
Excellent stuff.
And so let's take a wander in. I think rather than speak to people in the hall while they're setting up, we're going to really annoy them and be like, can you speak to us in the hallway? Because there's a lot of echo in there. And Alex doesn't like echo. So, and also as well, we're talking through face masks today. This is the first time, weirdly, that I've done an interview with podcast. I've kind of been lucky.
Yeah, it does feel strange having a face mask on. I hope it sounds okay, but it just feels weird.
Yeah, it sounds okay. And you got a master of production here.
Absolutely.
We'll do what we can with this audio. Right, we'll go and find someone to speak to, and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I found Cherie. Cherie?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I struggle with names. I don't like to sound like an idiot on a podcast by mispronouncing someone's name, but
I'm fine with it.
I get it all the time with Whiteley. But yeah, so we're here today at the museum and art gallery, because you guys are doing the Drawn Illustrator Fair, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So why are we doing this?
Okay. Well, we've all had a bit of a tough time, haven't we? Basically, and as illustrators and creative types, we spend a lot of time working on it by ourselves in studios, going a little bit crazy, speaking from experience.
I imagine you've been stir crazy at home, just making.
Yeah, totally. Last year was really busy. This year, not so much, but everybody has a different experience. And for the business I'm in, it varies so much. One day you're doing one thing, one day you're doing another. Mm-hmm. So it's just so important for us all to come together, see faces, remind people that we're here, remind people that we live locally, even though we may be working usually away from home. We're right here on the doorstep.
Yeah, and this is what me and James were just talking about. It's about reminding people that there are great artists within the town, and we should be supporting them. Which, I mean, with the move towards sort of independent shops and things I've seen lately, there is a movement towards that. I guess you can say there has been some sort of move towards supporting locals and what they make and what they create with their own hands. But at the same time, you guys have been at home and you have been making an awful lot of things that you probably could do with sort of offloading a bit and making a bit of
And I mean, luckily recently a lot of us have been doing the phone boxes around town, which has been great, because just getting out in the fresh air and seeing life. I did the window right here when the first phase ended and we could go back to the shops. So that was great as well. I mean, I'm a people person, and I used to have a shop myself in Grope Lane. So for 13 years. It was called Ripe. It was quite unusual. I had like a stormtrooper helmet in the window.
Oh, right, okay, that would have drawn me straight to the
machine. Yeah, it was good. So people sometimes remember me for that. But yeah.
I have seen many pictures of you as well, especially on For the Love of Shrewsbury. There's lots of pictures of you working on the BT boxes.
Oh my gosh, I don't know all of them. A lot of BT people came and took pictures but said they weren't allowed to tag me in, so God knows what's out there.
So where does that come from then, the idea of painting these little objects around town?
Well, that was original Shrewsbury or Shrewsbury Bid.
They're great folks, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just so great to see. I mean, there was artists that I didn't know was here, and we've met through that we're all doing one. You know, it's great.
I mean, the reason I started doing this show is to learn about Shrewsbury. It's why there's a long sort of chronicle of why it's called the Shrewsbury Biscuit. And I had no idea that Charlie Adlard was here, and we had so many artists here. And I've been learning as the listeners have been, which is great. Yeah. And this is the first time me and you have spoken. But
I actually want to ask you questions, but I'm holding back because you're
please do. Well, a podcast it's not the same as the BBC. So what are you here for? Why are the reference? But this is a podcast. We can do what you like. So yeah.
And I was saying how weird it is that we're wearing masks, and I feel like I'm not properly meeting you because of that, but we're giving it our best.
We are giving it our best. And this is, weirdly, it's the first podcast since the whole of lockdown, since the whole of pandemic, I've done with a face mask. Can you believe that? It's because we've been outside and been really creative with things, you know.
I know, it is nice to be outside, isn't it?
Yeah. But I checked checked you out online, and you got many skills. You know, you work with many different arts. Where does that come from for you? Where does that all start becoming so creative?
It started because I studied fashion, and I worked in London as a fashion designer for 25 years. And then I came back up here, back home, and retrained in illustration. So I don't know, it's a survival thing, but I do lots of different things, whichever floats my boat at that moment. But that's why a lot of people don't really know who I am, because I keep switching from one thing to another.
You haven't got one niche, you've got loads of different niches.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And how have you found it since switching from fashion design to being an illustrator? Is it like something, which one do you prefer? I think it was.
I still love fashion, but it's so hard to make clothes in the UK and get them at sort of street price, which is the market I want to be at, because I just like making affordable, nice things. I mean, I have got some clothing here, but I would go back to it if it was right. But at the time, a lot of manufacturing went to India and China.
Of course,
and I wasn't really into that, because you're mass producing and. But illustration, I don't know. There's so many different things it throws up. You see, my field was doing graphics on clothing, so it wasn't that different, really.
Okay.
It was just cloth instead of paper.
It's like graphic design for clothes, isn't it? Yeah.
Lots of hang tags and.
Where did you put a name tag? I mean, like when I've designed T-shirts on, Vista print or whatever it is. T-shirt. And you always struggle with the badge. Where do you put it? Do you put it in the middle? Do you put it in the high right? Do you put it in
I know.
It's not easy. It's really not easy. So when you're doing that with your own bare hands,
oh my God.
And then people are. They have demands, and people.
Well, my menswear did well, but I did used to like to put print half on the sleeve, half on the body.
Oh yeah.
They used to wear them on T4 and on the Big Breakfast, stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah.
So I like messing with that, and my little print, my label was always screen printed in the back neck, so it wasn't itchy. And
I've just interviewed a producer from the Big Breakfast and Pop World and stuff like that. Rich Cook, he was a really good guy. That was a crazy era for
it was
fashion.
It was
and TV.
Awesome, yeah. It was so different though. You would have to just show up at places and try and get them to wear your clothes, or you'd send them. Or I remember a guy I worked with. He used to bike stuff to Camden Lock and just hope for the best. So don't do that now, really.
So what are your hopes from tomorrow then? Obviously this is going to go after the fact. What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, to make awareness of all the great talent that's right here on the doorstep.
Yeah.
We all really love it when people support us, even if it's just like a card, really. It makes you feel like you're part of the community, but it also means that you can continue to live and carry on in an industry that you enjoy.
Yes.
I mean, I back it up by teaching dance and fitness. So it's just we're all trying to get through, and it brings so much to Shrewsbury that I just want to support all these people, really.
Yeah, it's very honourable, and there are so many talented people here. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And if you guys could influence the next generation of artists and creators
Well,
out there.
there's a lady coming from Birmingham tomorrow who's studying. So she's so much younger than me, but she's lived a similar life and where she's come from and where she's studied. And I just think, oh my gosh, that's the new generation. We don't want them to leave Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
You know, we want them to sort of keep the creativity here.
Yeah.
Because so often people disappear for a chunk and then come back. But now, thanks to social media and almost the lockdown, everybody's staying closer to home.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're in the way here. Are we in the way of you, sir? I don't want, I don't want to be a pain in the butt. And it's the same with everything that we do at the Biscuit as well. We're trying to encourage people to go out there and do well. And we're getting so many emails by young people that want apprenticeships, or they want to go out there and learn a bit of journalism. And it's so weird to get these emails. I'm just literally...
No, but it's great because it's exciting and it's here.
Yeah.
You're bringing something fresh.
I like it. We just need to tighten up a few things before we can start bringing on young people, I think, because I'm DBS checked. I've worked with young people for many years, but it's like it's just so many hoops to jump through, red tape and stuff.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Yeah.
I'd love to
all that.
Let's do that. So
I thought you were going to say something about making tea, but so you took
make a good cup of tea.
it to a more serious level.
I have been. I've actually been on a huge tirade about tea, actually, because I run a US UK network called You Suck. And my co-host likes iced tea, and he pulled out this bottle, and I was like, "What's in the bottle?" He goes, "Tea." I was like, "No, it isn't." Stupid. So I've on this tirade at America. That's not tea. I'm sorry, but it's not.
That used to be huge. That stuff, that sort of flavoured fruit tea in a bottle.
Yeah, Lipton.
Yeah.
Keep that, America. We've got proper tea. I said to him, right, I had a few beers and we did a podcast, and this isn't true, by the way, it's just all a bit of fun, jokes, people, but I was like, if I came round your house, jumped on a plane, came over for travelled for hours, and you served me iced tea, I'd spit it in your face. And he was joking, he was laughing, I was just like, okay. But yeah,
I'd rather that than hot beverage.
Yeah. So who's here today then? Who've you invited? Who's been involved?
Okay, well, first of all, Matt Saul, who's quite prolific. I mean,
I need to get behind a microphone.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was here early today. He's got his stuff out. It's looking amazing. I really want it myself. He said it's from some sort of New York exhibition as well. So I'm going to take a snap, I think, and put it on so everyone can see it before tomorrow.
He's at Pettigrew at the moment, isn't he? Isn't he
doing
a thing at the Pettigrew? I just saw on Instagram, Pettigrew, he's doing a big mural there.
Yeah, I keep looking at that, and then the cake, and then that, and then the cheesecake or something. That I think it's called side piece. She's doing the cake to go with the... Ooh, anyway, nice. You should get yourself down there with the cake. And Tat, I think you know.
We know Tat, yeah, She's a legend. She's got legendary status on the Shrewsbury Biscuit. She brought me actual Shrewsbury Biscuits with blackcurrant marshmallow.
I know. Where are they now? If she worked all night, do you think we could get some tomorrow?
I'm back on the keto, so it'd be so cruel. If
yeah, true.
I'll have to give it to James. I'm sure James wouldn't mind. Yeah, he's happy with that.
I'm missing out.
Okay, so where can people... so this episode is going to go out after this has happened, but is there something that's going to be continuing from this where people can support Shrewsbury artists as a collective?
Well, people have been contacting me, asking me if I'll do another one. So you can always keep up to date on my website because I've donated a page to Drawn. So I don't know where it will go. If it's a success, that I hope it is. I slightly stumbled over the word then, didn't I? Thinking, will it be? I'll do another one.
It will be a
success.
Yes,
that's it. I like that.
Yeah.
That's voiceover man voice.
It's what I do. I think it does. Like I said, a drop in the ocean sometimes can cause huge waves. So as something say, you may cause... I mean, there's so many things going on at Bloom. Cherie at Bloom, you're creating a new generation of artists. I keep bringing Cherie up. I need to go and say hello to her. If you guys can, show people what they have done, what they can be successful with,
absolutely.
and then that's a step
forward. Well, we try,
where can people follow you and follow what you do?
Cherie Did This. And how did you say it at the beginning? Cherie?
I can't remember.
I don't want to get it wrong. That's my website, and you can find me on all social media on that. And I should really come up with a hashtag and everything, but maybe that'll be the next stage.
Maybe. I keep trying to get my hashtag Shrewsbury Biscuit to work.
I do like it. I haven't had a Shrewsbury biscuit in a long time. It's a proper thing, isn't it?
I have so many people go up to me and go, why did you name your show after such a bland, boring biscuit? As well, it's got Shrewsbury in the name, so shush. There was a long reason why it's called the Shrewsbury Biscuit, and that's because I went to watch, I lived in Telford at the time, and I went to watch Ross Noble, who's a Jordan comedian. And he was joking with the thing, he's like, I'm going to throw out Shrewsbury Biscuits out to you, and everybody went blank, and nobody laughed or anything. He's like, you don't know what a Shrewsbury Biscuit is? And because I moved to Shrewsbury and knew nothing about Shrewsbury, all the Shrewsbury Biscuit kind of just made sense. It was
absolutely.
Poetic.
I think it is a bit. I haven't seen it in a cafe ever in Shrewsbury.
Yeah, I think I saw them in Darwin's. I think there's a couple of places that do them. Guys, if you listen to this and you're bakers, you need to get the Shrewsbury Biscuit out there.
Yes, I do know some bakers actually.
Yeah, Shrewsbury Biscuits with the Shrewsbury Biscuit
logo. There's a gap
logo.
in the market, isn't there, right here in Shrewsbury?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
I hope it goes well.
And we will have next time, let's not have these on our Facebook.
I'm going to try and organise a proper interview with you where we can sit for a good hour.
Yeah.
Hopefully when I'm off keto,
we can drink rum, is it? And brandy and
rum,
all those drinks.
Not iced tea.
Oh, not iced tea, yeah.
Spit it in your face. I'm joking, I wouldn't. It's been lovely speaking to you.
Thank you. Virtual handshake or whatever. Thanks.
Right. Okay, guys, so I'm living life dangerously. I found Tat FB running around.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. we meet it's been about a year, hasn't it, since we did this? Something like that?
I know it was definitely 2 years ago, almost exactly, that it was Open Studios, and that's where I first met you.
Yeah.
And it's sort of not dissimilar to this setup.
Yeah.
Although it's much warmer here. Do you remember how cold it was down there?
Yes.
So yeah, I've got the opposite problem now. I'm too hot.
We did couple of I mean, we're not at the parade anymore. We're looking for a studio. If anybody wants to give us a studio, give us a home, make sure you reach out. You can reach us at our website, blah blah blah. How you been, Tat?
I've been very well, thank you.
You've been very busy.
I have.
Very busy. Your Instagram is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love the stuff, especially the stuff with the cakes that you've been making.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do more cakes, so I'm just going to do stuff that makes me amused.
Yeah, there's
no point in taking it too seriously.
There's the one from Hellboy with the Angel of Death thing you did with the hands with the eyes.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Is it Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah, the Pale Man.
I spoke to Peter Abramson on my show, who worked on Pan's Labyrinth, helped make those machines and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I tagged him in it, and
amazing.
I think he actually saw it, But you've been busy, and you did the cake with the water as well. That was amazing.
I did, yeah.
So what's it been like for you during lockdown? Have you just been making stuff, going out your mind, or what?
Yeah, I have. So this year, this lockdown has been really productive because my kids were sort of schooled, not by me, thankfully. The schools did there was a lot more schooling put on. So I actually felt I could do much more work, whereas in the first lockdown, actually it was all, all hands to the pump, and we were attempting homeschooling. Whereas this one is actually it was a bit more normal. So I was back up and I was working. And
was it working to demand, or just building a stockpile of things you can sell at a later date?
Well, the stuff to make to sell, I've been sort of doing that furiously for the last few weeks. And the stuff that's been keeping me busy has been sort of other illustrating projects, so for sort of potential books and things like that. So, and
that's the goal for tomorrow, isn't it? It's just to illustrate the work that you guys have been making, and to help support and illustrate, show the fact that you guys are here. You're Shrewsbury artists, and there's a reason there to support you guys, right?
Yeah, and there's so many of us.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't know what goes on around here, but there's a lot of art going around. Must be in the water.
It's a very arty, art and craftsy type of place, isn't it? There's lots of places out there. I mean, I just spoke to Andy McEwen, who's amazing, and he was talking about Bloom Studios and what they do there. And there's so many Raven Studios as well. There's so many places out there where people can just go and be creative and stuff. But a lot of the things that have been coming up lately is young people who want to go to art school. There's that cliche thing from movies. No, you're not going to art school. You're going to be a lawyer. You're going to be a doctor. And people that have struggled with that with their parents. Was that like for you, or were your parents?
No, I think I was extremely lucky. I don't think they really cared. So I just and to be honest, I didn't follow a proper route into it. I've never followed a proper route into anything I've ever done. So I didn't really have any training in art. see my work up close and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There's very little training there. There's no substance. But there's intent, you know, there's good intentions. So no, I was very lucky. I was allowed just to get on with things. So
You're very creative, though. Loads of different things. You know, like I said, with the cakes, you made me a great cake, the biscuits and stuff. And these bags you brought today, I saw you on Instagram making them. You know, did you draw on all of them, or
So all the bags I brought today. I mean, I do also sell, although I'm not selling them tomorrow. I sell my round the bend bags, which are printed.
Yes.
So that's got like the duck jokes on and things like that. Whereas these, I just I had a stash of bags, so I've hand painted in acrylic all the bags, and then I hand draw all the jokes. If I could do air quotes, I'd do air quotes for jokes. But I'm holding a microphone and my hands in my pocket. You'll have to imagine those.
So what do you hope to? Obviously, you want to make a few quid and stuff tomorrow. But what's the goal for tomorrow mainly?
Well, I'd make enough money to retire. So I think 30 or 40 quid.
Yeah. So these bags have been sold at 250,000 each. So dig deep, guys.
Well, they are all originals.
They're all nice.
I hope to sell some stuff. I'm really looking forward to meeting everyone else who's coming here and who's exhibiting, because I've met a lot of people on Instagram, and it'd be nice to meet them in real life.
Absolutely.
Just to hang out with some other artists is nice, and hopefully not to scare too many members of the public when they come in. That might be my aim, I think.
I was speaking to Cherie from the Market Hall. She makes beautiful fabric items. And she was saying that, moving to e-commerce and things like that, selling things online, it kind of ruins it a little bit, because there's no that human element, isn't there? So it's great that you can make money, but seeing people come to see you and, face-to-face thing is really important, isn't it?
Well, I just think I'm so pleased that Cherie's organised this, because it's the sort of thing you didn't realise you absolutely desperately wanted to do until someone goes, do you want to do this? And you go, oh my God, yes I do.
Yeah.
Because, we have all been locked away, and we tend to be locked away anyway. I mean, most of us would probably work on our own at home. So getting out is always a good thing. Absolutely.
So well done, Cherie.
Well done. Clap, clap, clap.
What's up? Well, thank you always for speaking to me. Where can people find you on Instagram? By the way, it's an amazing Instagram. So.
You're too kind. They can find me at tat _FB, and that's EFFBY.
Yes, make sure you follow her. Well, you've been amazing as always. Good luck for tomorrow. I hope you make it enough to retire off.
Yes, 30 or £40. That's what I'm aiming for. Thanks, Alex.
Keep being creative. See you later. Bye.
Cheers.
Okay, so we've spoken to Cherie and to Tat, the other two guys. Who they're like, no, don't shove a microphone in my face. So we're gonna end it here. But I think the main message that we've got from this is, artists are prevalent in Shrewsbury. They're here, and we're here these guys are here to show you that they are here, and you need your support. So, are you artsy? Are you? I know you're very good
as far as photography. I think I class that as art.
I mean, yes, it is art. I guarantee it's art. But I mean, like, can you draw, paint? Are you into that sort of stuff?
I'm a photographer because I'm useless at drawing. To be honest with you. No, I do sketch occasionally, but yeah. Much better at photography than drawing.
I'm useless.
And the stuff here is incredible, isn't it? It's just so original and imaginative, and hats off to everyone that's here. It's brilliant.
I'm gutted that Matt Saul isn't here, because I've heard his name mentioned again and again and again. So Matt, if you're listening to this, get in touch. We'll get you on the show. Right, guys, I need to tell you about something that we're going to be doing in September. We're going to be doing a live 24-hour long podcast challenge for Lincoln Davis. We're going to be trying to raise as much money as possible. So at 9 a.m. on the 29th of September, I'm going to go live, and I'm not going to stop until 9 a.m. on the 30th of September. We've just been talking now about whether I can last the 24 hours. I will, but things will start getting a bit trippy, I think, after the 20th hour or something. But yeah, so we have a main sponsor, thanks to the guys at Reach. They are branding us at the moment. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you the name now on air, but there's some very exciting things come out of that. And we're after a couple more guests. So if you consider yourself as really special and want to come on the show, please get in touch. We're also after hour-long sponsors. We're selling sponsors for £100 an hour. They were £50 an hour. I was telling people £50 an hour, but after doing these meetings, I got told that was cheap. For a company, £50 is like nothing. It's chump change. So if you want to have an hour sponsored by your company, please get in touch. There is a £100 minimum donation, but you'll have your logo displayed, and you'll be helping a great charity in Lincoln Davis. And if you want to get involved, get in touch with us via our website, which is the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast.co.uk, and that website is made for us by our friends at Web Orchard. So if you need a website, make sure you go and see them. James, where can people find you?
You can find me at my website, which is www.jameswarmanphotography. Warman spelled Warman. I always have to spell that out. And Warman Photos on Instagram. So check me out, have a look, and follow me and like if you feel so obliged.
Well, this has been great as well, because this is like yesterday we bumped into each other. It was the first time we met, and we've done like loads of podcasts.
Yeah, together, so I'm really pleased with the pictures I've taken today, and
we'll get them on Instagram and our social media and stuff. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. But thank you very much for your help today.
No problem. Anytime.
Right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Peace out.